What's going on, everyone? This is Austin from Calling on a Shot, and we are back for some player props and spreads in the NBA for Thursday, June 17th. I have returned. I apologize. I have not been here the past 2 days, but due to a family emergency, I really appreciate everyone that has reached out to me, not only in the comments in Logan's video or in my past videos or even in the Discord or even on Twitter. I appreciate everyone that has reached out to me. If you are curious, everyone is good and safe. Nothing to worry about. My girlfriend actually tore her ACL, so we had surgery on Monday, and so I was taking care of her Monday, Tuesday, and finally, she's getting back to normal. And obviously, if you've ever torn your ACL, I say prayers to you. If you have a similar knee injury, that stuff is serious, and the pain is excruciating for her. So thank you again for all your prayers. Continue to say them. She would really appreciate them. But we're back and ready to rock and roll. While I was gone, we passed 6,500 subscribers, so clap it up to everyone in the chat. We really appreciate everyone clicking that subscribe button. Let's hit 7,000. Click that subscribe button if you haven't already. It is free, and we really appreciate all your support. Shout out to Logan for running the channel for the past couple days. He's been killing it on the MLB, so go check out his video after this one. But today, we got some money to make, but shout out to our COS All-Stars. Put them all up on the screen. We really appreciate all of you guys, but without further ado, we only got one game on today, and we missed Game 5 of that Nets versus Bucks series where, Durant went absolutely berserk. He went scorched earth, couldn't miss. And today we got Game 6 back in Milwaukee. Bucks are backs against the wall, and man, oh man, we got a good game. The Bucks, they sitting at 5.5 point favorites, so it is Bucks minus 5.5. Maybe it goes up to 6, maybe to 5 throughout the day. Over under set at around 220.5 points. Could go up a couple, could go down a couple. But where are we going to start today? We're starting with the man, Jrue Holiday. We're taking his under 31.5 PRAs, minus 125. I like this number at 30.5 as well. Drew's been under this line in 4 or 5 games. The only game he hit it was game 1, and he actually went right over it. He had 32. Maybe we would have missed on the hook, but for starters, he's getting fewer and fewer rebounds. So if you only have rebounds, I'd consider taking that rebound under if it's 4.5. He really hasn't hit that too consistently since game 1. But that's because he's guarding James Harden or whoever is out on the perimeter, like he was guarding Kyrie Irving when he was active. So he's not getting a lot of rebounding opportunities. And then assists, you could take his assists over, as he's had, I believe, 7 and 8 or 8 and 9 in the past 2. But last game he only had 9 assist opportunities. And if you want to see how to find assist opportunities, go to the NBA Advanced Stats website. You can just type in NBA assist opportunities on Google. And that was the lowest he's had in a while. He was averaging some games with 15, like 12, 13 assist opportunities. Last game he only had 9. And so adding to that, we're talking about his points. He's averaging 14.4 points per game this series, and that drops to 11.5 when he's at home. He only had, I believe, 14 and 9 points in their 2 home games in games 3 and 4. All of that, and I think we got Khris Middleton and Giannis. This is a legacy game for both of them. Both will play big-time minutes, and I think both will shoot a lot more than Jrue Holiday will do. And like I said, he's only averaged 26.2 PRAs, well below this number of 31.5, maybe even 30.5 if that's what it goes down to. Like I said, Giannis and Khris Middleton will be shooting a lot of shots tonight. I don't think there will be a lot for Jrue Holiday to pick up. So we're taking his under 31.5 PRAs, locking it in. Like the man we just mentioned, we're moving on to Giannis on Antetokounmpo, over 33.5 points, minus 118. So like we just talked about, Giannis' legacy is on the line. Like we've seen with Durant, and whether or not his legacy was on the line in Game 5, he still came out and he had a big performance, and that's what all-time greats do. And you even saw playoff P, Paul George. We had his over yesterday. He went out, put on a big show, 37 points, and a big win for the Clippers, which yesterday was weird in the NBA. You had so many injuries with Chris Paul. You had Kawhi Leonard. Then the Clippers get a win. The Sixers blow a big lead. Oh, man. If you're a Sixers fan, I'm so sorry. You didn't deserve that. But let's talk about Giannis. Giannis, this is, like I said, it's a legacy game, and he needs to show up and show out. He's hit this over in 3 of 5 games, but I won't lie to you. Vegas has this line right on the dot because the man has had 34 points in 3 of the 5 games. So if he's been hitting the over, he's going to 34, and that he ain't going much higher. But he's gonna play. He played 42 minutes and attempted 22 shots in Game 5, and I expect more of the same today. You saw Kevin Durant play 48 minutes. And while Giannis, I don't know if he will play all 48. He's gonna get dang close to playing that, and he's gonna attempt 22, 25, 30 shots tonight. And if he's doing that, I'm taking the over, no doubt about it. Unless it's 30 free throws, then no thanks, we're out of here. But since in this regular season, when he attempted 22 or more shots, he averaged over 36 points per game. And I think he hits the over. He's hit this over in 6 of 8 games against Brooklyn. Today, I think he makes 7 of 9. And you know what we got to do? We're still back. We're getting Greek freaky tonight. We're taking Giannis over 33.5 points. Moving on to my final play, and this is a same game parlay. So I'll put it up on the screen. And I know some of you might not have same game parlays, but I still want to at least break it down and kind of talk about each leg because you might be able to use these legs to your advantage. So obviously we're talking Giannis. We already talked about he's our first leg, 30 plus points. I've already talked about his points. I think he gets that. He's had 30 plus points in, I believe, 4 or 5 games this series. So he had 34 in 3 of them, 33 in another one, I believe 18 in a blowout victory or blowout loss in game 2. But, so I like his points. Obviously, rebounds, 10 plus rebounds, not asking for a lot out of Giannis. His regular line is 13.5. He's had double-digit rebounds, and I believe all 5 games, so I expect that to continue. Now, let's move on to Harden. I mean, there's a risk here. He could get injured, but he played 45 minutes in Game 5, and he should play another more minutes in Game 6. But he had 8 assists, so I like his regular assist line. I believe it is 7.5. I would consider taking that and maybe do some additional research for that. But I'm going to reduce it all the way down to 6. He obviously had 8 assists in his return in Game 5, and he was hampered by injury. I think today he's a little more healthy. He had another day off of rest, rehab, and all of that stuff. I think he gets up to 6, maybe even 8 assists today. Don't mind his regular assist prop, but we're just going to reduce it all down to 6. And then our final leg, Durant, 8 plus rebounds. He's had double-digit rebounds in 4 of 5 games. And you saw last game he had 17 rebounds. I think he's going to play a lot of minutes again. And whether or not, he's as active on the offensive end, whether you want to take his over in PRAs or over in assists or over in points, which is 36, maybe even 37.5 by the time you watch this, I won't be doing that. But 8 plus rebounds, not asking for a lot for a guy that is going to play a lot of minutes today. And he should see big minutes. And they're playing small ball. They got Jeff Green and Blake Griffin in there. Obviously, DeAndre Jordan hasn't played, and who knows how long. Nicholas Claxton hardly getting a lot of minutes these days. So I don't mind taking the 8 plus rebounds. I think he can easily get that. They're asking him to rebound the ball because they're going small, and I think he easily can get that. Plus 4 legs, plus 127 value. You love to see that. Feel free to add in more legs. If you don't have a same game parlay, then just use these legs to your advantage. You can at least see where my mindset is at. And then I like that pick a lot. I like the same game parlay. Moving on, spread pick. I'm not going to make any of these official. I would lean the Nets plus 5.5 just because the Bucks, they should win, but the Bucks should win a lot of games. Like they should have won Game 5, and you saw them choke it away. So can't trust the Bucks with 5 to 6 points. I would lay the Nets, take the points with them, and I would lean the under. The under has been pretty consistent this series, and besides game, I believe 6 or 5 when they hit the over, and that there were some free throws and whatnot at the end of the game. It still feels like the under should hit, but I won't make those official plays. Maybe the Bucks team total under because they haven't really been hitting that all too consistently, so I'd lean that way. But under has been a good bet in the series, and I expect that to continue today. But let's recap all of my official plays. We're moving on. Jrue Holiday, under 31.5 PRAs. Like the line at 30.5. Consider taking his under in points if you don't have PRA lines, points, rebounds, and assist line. Moving on, Giannis, over 33.5 points. Love him. The Greek Freak is going to go crazy tonight. At least that's what I'm predicting. And my final play is that same game parlay. If you want to, I'll put it up right on the screen right here. Boom. I really like that. If you want to add in your own legs, maybe your book doesn't offer a same game parlay, then use these legs to your advantage. At least see where my mindset is at. But like I said, I really appreciate everyone's prayers. It means a lot. The Call on a Shot community is the best community out there. There's no way around that. I appreciate everyone for reaching out to me. You guys have been the absolute best, not only the past 2 days, but really the last 4 or 5 months as we've made videos every single day. Really appreciate it. I'll be back again tomorrow for some more player props and spreads. I'll link Logan's video right here. He's been killing it in the MLB, so go show him some love. Click the like button if you haven't already. Really appreciate it. Click that subscribe button. This has been Austin. I'll catch you guys again tomorrow. Peace.